Well, good morning from beautiful Midland, Michigan. You can see the sun's coming up behind me. I just want to say hello and welcome to the Innovation Workshop. I'm really looking forward to meeting all of you guys in person next week. And I just want to tell you a little bit about myself. It kind of helps things get kicked off as we get rolling. And I don't have to spend a lot of time talking about me. We can jump right into the material next week. My background is a chemical engineer, and I hired into a product development group. And so I didn't do a lot of hardcore engineering in the plant. I went right into the labs with a bunch of chemists and physicists and material scientists. And I was in a smaller company, so I was able to work in the lab and then send samples to customers and then go visit those customers, see how they were using it, and then come back and make adjustments. And that early experience really crystallized in my head how important it is to work with a customer to see where your ideas are going. Because honestly, ideas are cheap. And until we actually walk them down and try them out and let others input and share their experience with them, they really aren't worth very much. And so that's probably the first thing I'd like to really point out about myself is when I talk about innovation, I'm not talking about invention. Invention does not always have a cash value, and innovation always does. And therefore, I'm probably not the person to come up with the idea and take it all the way to cash. Now, maybe you're not the idea person. Maybe you're not the guy that started out, with the lab and material science, but you're one of the people that are going to get it to cash. And that's what we're really going to be trying to focus on is how should we be working together? How do we take ideas through some sort of process that isn't too easy that we run out and spend money we shouldn't spend, or too hard that just squelches ideas and says, no, we can't do that here, right? So in my experience, as I grew up in that company, we did have an innovation process come in and basically squelched innovation for several years. We commercialized nothing. After being a very fertile, maybe doing too many things at one time, but having lots and lots of new product launches, we went down to having hardly any because of a very heavy stage gate that was applied. And I was one of the complainers about that to executive management and was fortunate to be put in charge of fixing that and then running it for about the next 10 years. And so my experience is I've seen hundreds of product launches. I've sat through hundreds of reviews, of stage gate reviews of saying, should we or shouldn't we take the risk to go to the next stage with this? And so what I'll be doing with you is just guiding you and your company through that and helping you figure out what's the right level so we don't squelch things and at the same time we aren't throwing money away and saying, well, it's research dollars and we want to spend X% on research every year. Well, yeah, you probably do, but you don't want to just spend it and not get a return. And so how do we know that we're being patient but not foolish as we spend our R&D dollars? So again, look forward to meeting you. I'm Adam Peterson, and it's going to be great to work with you.